Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look again at ICP. Still working within this range. ICP is really good about establishing a range and sticking with it for a while. So we're kind of in that circumstance. This is good news though, folks, because Bitcoin has been pulling back and ICP didn't establish lower lows. It's still technically establishing higher lows. So that's a very, very positive sign. So my speculation is that we might see some altcoins start to recover this weekend, just based on the fact that a lot of alts seem to be bottoming out. Bitcoin dominance is dropping, and price of Bitcoin's going down too. That generally is a favorable sign for altcoins. So let's quickly look at some liquidation levels here. This is the last 7 days. And just note that we got a pretty decent amount of liquidation at about 7.4, just below the price action, and a lot at about that $10 mark. Okay, so $10 would be a phenomenal area for ICP to hit to sweep a lot of that liquidation. So if you're going to consider securing profits, absolutely do so just somewhere before $10. Okay, try not to get super greedy. It's not the kind of market for greed right now. All right, so that's kind of where we're at there in the overall sense. I do want to say also thank you to my community members for reaching out and being thankful as well for the opportunities we all have to work together. So it's been awesome. Congrats to our community members for some nice day trades there as well. And if you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Link down below, of course. I'm going to extend out this trend line here just so we can kind of pay attention to it. And generally speaking, when you look at trend lines, they're supposed to run concurrent with moving averages. In this case, we can see the 20 and the 50 both aligned with it on the 4-hour. We'll come back to that in a minute. Let's quickly look at the daily and kind of see what's up here. Because the daily time frame, again, we have this X on the chart. That's pretty much just kind of a confirming factor for me that I would feel comfortable and more confident taking along at that level. And I know it seems crazy to wait for $8.80, but it's also smart because if we can't get past that barrier, that previous support level, turned into a resistance, there's no reason to even consider taking a long position, right? Because the likelihood of getting stopped out is pretty high. We're below all moving averages here, so keep in mind we're not in good shape there. We do take a look at the RSI. We're pretty much bottomed out, still at this 30 level. We haven't even crossed over that 30 range. Generally speaking, that's considered to be a resistance until you break through that. So at this point here, we're still a little premature. Good news is money flow index is coming up, stochastic RSI is swinging up, MACD's losing momentum. There's a lot of good stuff here. So generally favorable signs in the overall sense. Take a look at the 4-hour time frame. It's recommended as well to always, again, be back up over the 50-day SMA before you take a trade. And that's still, again, right here. Okay, so we're technically testing the 20 right now, but in general, the 20-day SMA is not like, it's not a resistance level by any stretch. It's just kind of letting us know that we might be in better shape if we get above that. Okay. Again, you got to recognize too, we were above that for 12 hours and got ripped right back down below. Okay, Bitcoin pulled back, that's how it's working. But if you compare this chart with Bitcoin, take a look at this. Bitcoin's establishing lower lows and lower highs still, where ICP is essentially establishing parallel lows if you can't count candle wicks and candle bodies. So again, generally favorable in the overall sense. Doesn't mean the price can't still go down, it just implies it's less likely to. Okay, 4-hour time frame. Still under 50 on the RSI. This is also something that would need to happen for me to feel comfortable, taking a trade. What I mean by that is just being over 50. Take a look at this here, this definitive line. Ever since ICP has been digressing, we've seen consistent rejections at 50 on the RSI. If we take a look at that, those are concurrent with these areas right here. Okay, so again, important to recognize lower highs, lower lows, getting stuck under 50 on the RSI, generally unfavorable when we're below that. When we break above that and hold above it, we have a better chance of the price action recovering. It's not a guarantee, but it's an increased probability. We can also see the point of control for the last, 24, 48, maybe even 72 hours is about $8.15. So we're starting to build a support at the 8.15 range. That's a good sign, okay? But overall, no matter how you look at it, this is not a fantastic situation by any stretch. $8.80, I'm gonna wait for confirmation. I'm going to go ahead and set an alert there too if we go ahead and close above. So you can see we tried to close above there, but got rejected out a few times by that 0.786 fib level at about 870. Okay, standard stuff here, folks. Take a look here at the hourly. Quickly to note, we are traveling above and below the cloud. Keep in mind the cloud's been slightly less reliable with all these manipulation wicks with Bitcoin. But now that altcoins aren't knee-jerk reactioning down when Bitcoin pulls back, we're starting to see that stabilize, and this is going to become a lot more reliable. Having said that, we're still seeing a mess here. There's no real sense here. There's basically 0 out of 3 reasons to take a long, 0 out of 3 reasons to take a short right now. Okay, we want to break above this descending trend line. At the very least, I think a closure at 880 or higher is appropriate. If you get in now, I insist that you use a low leverage, low position sizing on your trade. Ensure you're not going to get destroyed because, following Tom, Dick, and Harry, all those other idiots online. While I don't watch them, I understand and see on social media a lot of posts of 50, 75, 100x leverage trades. That is not the way trading is supposed to be, folks. At least if you want to be sustainable. If you're a gambler and you just enjoy losing money, go ahead and do that. You're going to get stopped out more often than you like, and it's not fun, especially with this chop that we're in right now. Okay, anyways, those are all things that we do. We trade low leverage, low position sizes in our community. We took some nice, 35, somewhere in that percent for a Bitcoin short on the way down. We have a short and a long open right now. They're both kind of plus and minus, fairly close to the entry. XRP is a little further away, but I'm confident we're going to be able to see some stabilization for altcoins, so it should be able to start to recover. Really just depends on if Bitcoin wants to sweep that lower liquidity level at 62,800, or if it wants to continue any further up at this point. So again, all the more reason why patience is key. I do think we're going to see a green weekend for altcoins this weekend, though. That's my personal opinion, based on the way that the price action is here so far today. Thanks again so much for watching. Do yourself a favor again. Check out Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, no KYC or VPN required. Use my link to register down below, and you'll get some awesome benefit rewards for just depositing funds. Really simple and easy. We also have a TikTok for shorts, and of course YouTube Shorts as well. Jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you prefer to get engaged and communicate with our members. Absolutely appreciate it though. Either way, thanks again so much for watching, folks. Hope you have a good rest of your day. See you soon.